Okay. The European Union has a very unique way of teaching interpretation. So they've been using their own system for many years. So they have, when we were there, they had like hundreds of staff interpreters and hundreds of part-time or on-call interpreters, freelance interpreters, and contract interpreters. And so their system of doing things is very interesting, and it might be helpful to you guys, or it might not be helpful. But I, found them very helpful. I still use them, and I still practice them, and I, try to share them with people and interpreters. At the European Union, when you go to the training, the first thing is, you don't go translate right away. So there are certain steps and certain levels. First of all, we start with consecutive or side-by-side because it's easier, and once you master consecutive interpreting, it becomes easier to transition to simultaneous. So we start with consecutive and then work our way up to simultaneous. And also the consecutive interpreting is different from what we do at church. I'll give you an example. At church, when we do side-by-side or consecutive, the speaker says a sentence or two, and then the interpreter interprets, right? So during a state conference or big meetings, we do that all the time. We go, the speaker says something, the interpreter interprets. We go back and forth. But at the European Union, they don't do that. Their consecutive is someone gives a speech. Let's say it's a 5-minute long, 5-minute speech, and the interpreter takes notes the whole time. The speaker doesn't stop. The speaker, he or she just goes on with the speech. And after that 5-minute speech, the interpreter uses the notes and gives back the speech. So it's very different from what we do. So, so that's why we also learn note-taking techniques. But in this training, we won't talk about note-taking because in a church setting, we do back and forth, side by side. So we start with consecutive, and to learn consecutive, we start, by doing exercise. For example, we do something called memory exercise. Memory exercises, we hear speech, very short speech, 2 to 3 minutes, and we don't take notes. We just listen to the speech, and then we interpret the speech. So we depend on the memory. So that's why it's called memory exercise. So it's intended to help increase our capacity to retain information, to help with our memory. So in this training we will do some memory exercises. Okay.
Are we gonna do any practice?
Yeah.
Because I have the same questions. When you get old, how are you gonna do this?